This program is going to discuss two pieces of roofing safety equipment. It's going to discuss the RoofStrider, which is a roof-mounted retractable lifeline, and we'll also discuss a lifeline for use with a full-body harness. Both of these units will work with a full-body harness. Both of these two pieces of safety equipment can be installed with just a hammer. Please review this entire video and review all instruction manuals provided with the equipment in detail before using this equipment. Failure to follow all instructions may result in serious injury or death. Both pieces of safety equipment utilize a full-body harness. The reason Miller recommends a full-body harness versus a body belt is the fact that in a harness, if you fall, the weight of the fall is distributed throughout your body as opposed to around your waist in a body belt. To put on a harness, you hold it up by the back D-ring, locate the front two straps, and put it on like a vest. Once it's comfortably in place, the next step will be to adjust the leg straps. Both straps are put together with mating buckles so they can be easily adjusted and redonned each time without readjusting. The leg straps, you'll want to adjust these straps just so they're snug, not tight. You want it to be comfortable. Once they're adjusted, you want to make sure that the butt strap is below your buttocks. This is the place that will absorb all the force if you do fall. The next step will be to adjust your chest strap. You just want it snug, and you can put away the excess strapping in the elastic keeper. Then finally just pull down on the chest straps. So you want this snug but not too tight. And you can see there's a lot of freedom in motion here. I can bend and turn around very easily, very little constriction at all on the harness. I'll be wearing the harness throughout the rest of the video to show you how comfortable it is. We're now going to discuss the RoofStrider retractable lifeline system. There's three components to this system. The first part is the harness that I just put on. The second part is the base, and the third part is the retractable unit itself. The base is very easily installed using just 12 16-penny double-headed nails and a hammer. The base fits over various types of roof pitches from a 12-12 pitch down to a flat roof. It allows room for ridge vents on the ridge of the roof and will adjust very easily to the different pitches. The retractable unit itself is a self-enclosed unit, has 50 feet of 3/8-inch galvanized steel cable in here, which will easily move in and out as you move up and down a roof. In the event of a fall, the unit will lock in place, it'll restrain the fall, and you'll be safe. Before we install the RoofStrider on a roof, we must first make sure that the unit is in good operational condition and we inspect the unit for proper functioning. First, we want to take off the retractable unit from the base. Set this aside. Refer back to the instruction manual on the base for proper assembly of the pieces. You want to make sure that the unit does not have any bends or kinks in the legs and the rotor rotates freely. The retractable lifeline itself, this must be inspected before each use for proper functioning. The key features that you have to look for is the operation of the retractable system itself. Pull out a couple feet of the cable, make sure it retracts completely into the unit. You also want to make sure that in the event of a fall it breaks, check the braking mechanism. By pulling sharply, it'll lock, release, and it'll start to work again. The snap on the end is a locking snap, which means it will not open unless you release the back and then push it in. You can hook it into your D-ring, release it, and it'll lock in place. Also inspect the cable to make sure there's no kinks or any damage in the cable itself. Now the unit's ready to be installed. The RoofStrider is designed to be installed on wooden roof structures that have beams or studs below the surface for nailing of the unit into the roof. The roof structure has to be capable of supporting 5,000 pounds of force in the direction of the fall. Typically, a fully sheathed roof with solid wood members underneath should accomplish that. You want to install the RoofStrider at least 6 feet from a gable end or from the eave end of a roof to eliminate the possibility of a swing fall dropping over and swinging after you go over the edge. The other thing you want to make sure is that your RoofStrider is going to be installed on solid roof member, not on an unsupported eave or an unsupported gable. To install the RoofStrider system, we must first clearly mark where the solid roof members are below the sheathing. In this case, these are on 24-inch centers. It could be on 16-inch centers. We want to bring in the RoofStrider and set each of the feet so that it will line up with the stud below the surface. To install the RoofStrider onto the roof, we want to make sure that the nailing plate is at least about 6 inches down from the peak. What we'll want to do is nail into the center lines of these. These are on 24-inch centers. The other nailing plates are for 16-inch centers. What you want to do is you want to set up put your nail in and nail it directly into the stud. You can tell that you hit a solid roof member there. Next, you want to fill in the rest of the holes by nailing them in and filling out the rest of the holes on here. We want to repeat this procedure on the other foot. We want to make sure, again, that we're going to be nailing into the center hole in line with our roof stud. Make sure that the nail goes fully into the stud. Repeat the procedure. If for any reason you would be missing this stud, you can tell the difference in a roof structure. The nail goes straight through. You don't hit a solid member. That isn't good. All 3 of the nails must hit the center of the stud. That's extremely important and must hit a solid member underneath here. We want to install the other side of the feet now, and we want to make sure that these feet, again, are about equal distance from the roof peak as the other ones to make sure that the unit will remain level on the roof. Again, when we go to nail them in, we want to find our studs that are marked and drive our nails into the roof. We'll install all 3 of the nails. Again, making sure that we're into the solid roof material. And we'll repeat that procedure for the other leg. Now that the feet are firmly installed into the roof structure here, we want to make sure that the unit is going to be leveled on the roof so it doesn't move. We want to make sure it's about level, and then we want to tighten up our tightening bars and just give them a quick tap. Makes the thing real nice and firm. As you can see, there's about 4 to 6 inches, 4 to 8 inches clearance over the roof. It'll accommodate a roof vent, and the unit's ready to install. Want to get the retractable system itself, set it in place and line up the holes on the mounting bar and slide the locking pins in place so that the little balls are all the way through the other side. This locks the unit in place so it doesn't go. Make sure that the unit rotates freely. Unit's now ready to be used. To attach the D-ring to your back, attach it on, and now I'm all set to go. I can tighten up the straps a little bit if I need to. As you can see, I can pay out line back